Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T Devils Blazing the Sports. Yes, of course, I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. Guys, got a second to step away from the desk. Time to talk my talk, give you boxing geekers this work. You know, this was a fight that, I guess I kind of thought it was going to play out like this. When both careers is pretty much done, we're going to get Kell Brook versus AMIR. And you know what's crazy? Even though it's not for the best welterweight in the world, not even for an eliminator, but it's kind of like one of those grudge matches, right? It's something that I believe is more of a grudge for Kell Brook because he wanted to fight. And Amir Khan was the one that was seeming to avoid the fight like a plague. But now both guys have signed. They did the media workout. They talking the smack. Both guys are claiming they won't go out 12 rounds. Guys, we are back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. Well, before we get to the main topic, guys, probably do a separate video on this. But for my boy, which I don't personally know him, but from a young man that I like seeing fight and want to see him get his opportunity, Devin Haney don't look like he's getting the George Kambosos fight. More and more and more evidence is coming out or information that Lomachenko is going to be the one to get the fight. And in the process, is making Devin Haney look bad. Let me explain. So Devin Haney is a champion, WBC champion. His own sanctioning body has done everything within their power, I believe, to just basically water down his belt, right? Just water it down as if it's almost nothing, as if it's just something he has to pay sanctioning fees for, but it doesn't come with any luxury. Guys, if I was anyone that was in a if I was a lightweight and I'm in WBC rankings, guys, do you not realize that unless you are just randomly picked, you don't have any connection to fight. There's no path to fight the franchise WBC champion. It doesn't exist. The best you can do is fight for a pride belt, which holds nothing, no value. It holds no value. It is needed for nothing. Not even to hold your pants up. Because Devin Haney has the belt. Like, look, I got it. But it's like boxing is still going on around him, and it's like it doesn't even need him. So, kind of feel bad for him, And another thing is, it's like he who has a belt, to even further my point, has to do everything and more to try to get a shot with Kambosos over someone who doesn't have the belt, who has less fights, who lost his opportunity to get the belt the first time. He lost to Teofimo Lopez. George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. Now, this is ideally when Devin Haney should get his shot. And I'm going to say this, guys. Where Devin Haney is living right now, this is what would be like Grammy Award-winning movie. See, people love the underdog story, but they don't love the real underdog in real life. See, in real life, people want to see their favorite fighters stay popular and do that. They don't want to see a guy that's coming up that they know is good. He's working his way. He's fighting a tough fight. They don't want to see that guy ever get a shot. They don't care if that guy quits tomorrow. If he's a threat towards their guy, they are happy. If Devin Haney quits tomorrow, there will be a lot of people happy. The simple fact is, at least they know that, there's nobody disputing now. He retired. We don't need him. They're happy. When in reality, if you're a boxing fan, if Haney doesn't get a shot or ever get a shot, can't really be happy for the boxing, knowing that somebody is being outcast. But looks like Lomachenko is going to be the one that most likely get the shot. Um, from what it sounds, he's doing everything as well. Um, he has already signed his part of it. Now, my thing is, if he signed his part of it, was this something that was proposed by ESPN and he signed his portion of it? Or is this something that was proposed by Kambosos Kemp and he signed his portion? If this is what Kambosos Kemp asked for to make the fight and Lomachenko signed to it, it is damn near done. Because Kambosos can't really not agree. Once you ask this guy, this is what you want, he agreed to it. He's like, nah, I still don't want it. But Devin Haney said, you know what? Not so fast. Not so fast. How about this? I will fight you for the same thing he agreed to, I agreed to. Now, people come out and they say, well, Devin Haney has to do better than Lomachenko. He just can't do the same thing. You know what, guy? Listen, man. Here's why I say doing the same thing should work for Haney. I'm not saying he can't do better. Can do better. Do better. But here's why I'm not mad for the same offer. And now, listen, I'm not going to hold it to this kid. See, because everybody breaking it down scientifically or verbally, like, oh, well, if he said that, and then it means he's coming in like this, and you got to do better than that. And why go here and go there for the same thing? Listen, man, listen. The kid just trying to let you know he's willing to fight. All right, stop analyzing everything so deep. Kid just trying to say, listen, if Lomachenko will fight you for that, I'll fight you for that. I told you I go to the moon, bro. Haney is trying to leave Kambosos with no excuses why not to fight him. And to be honest, the more meaningful fight for boxing is Devin Haney. Now, I can't speak about numbers because I don't know what Lomachenko and Kambosos do. I don't know what Lomachenko and not Lomachenko, but Haney and Kambosos do. I don't know. The only reason I can think Kambosos is choosing Lomachenko is one, ESPN. Maybe Lou DiBella is working out a deal, not just for Kambosos, but for other fighters he have to have a home on ESPN. Listen, I got a dude in St. Louis. His name is Stephen Big Shot Shaw. I believe he is signed with Lou DiBella. He fought on ESPN last. So maybe he's not just trying to work something out for Kambosos, but maybe he's trying to get a more of a somewhat of a bigger home for his fighters. That's probably why Lou DiBella want to do some of ESPN more than DAZN. It's probably why Kambosos probably want to fight Lomachenko over Devin Haney. But the more meaningful fight, the lightweight division. It does. See, right now, it doesn't even matter. And I'm not saying it doesn't mean nothing, but it doesn't matter that the president of WBC says that, well, Kambosos is the franchise champion. When I say it doesn't matter, remember, I'm still saying it does mean something because he said, listen, this is my sanctioning body. I'm letting you know I demoted Devin Haney ass. He's not going to get no franchise title. He said he doesn't want it. Perfect, because we didn't want to give it to him. So what I'm saying is, even though he's saying that, in many people's eyes, it looks like Devin Haney is getting ducked. It looks, in many people's eyes, there's no real undisputed because they believe Devin Haney is disputing it. And because he is obviously getting avoided. Obviously. People trying to feel there's some dunking going on. Now, that's the fight to make because if Kambosos fight Devin Haney, there is no excuse on who is undisputed. In all honesty, I feel if Devin Haney goes over there to Australia, and I'm not even convinced, I'm 99% sure that Haney's not going to knock out Kambosos. Guys, listen, Haney can get robbed. If you thought Daniel Jacobs got robbed, Haney can get robbed. If let's say Haney wins 6 rounds straight, Kambosos come back and win 4 rounds, Haney comes back and win 2 more rounds, he can get robbed. Look, but we'll touch on that in a separate video. Let's get to the main course. Guys, man, this one I'm interested about. Kell Brook, AMIR Khan. Like, when I think about this fight, and I got to fully analyze it, but when I look at the people that beat AMIR Khan, what made them special, right? What made them special? When you look at Terence Crawford, Canelo, who else? Danny Garcia, Lamont Peterson, Prescott. I think that might be all of them. When you look at those guys, it wasn't speed they got them. Yes, power has something to do with it, but I think it's timing. Timing is what got him. And I think about Kell Brook. Kell Brook actually has pretty good speed. He might not be the American speed, but Kell Brook has pretty good speed and a damn good jab. Nice one, too. Kell Brook, in my opinion, was known for, or he, maybe it wasn't known for, maybe it's me. I thought Kell Brook had pretty good time. I thought Kell Brook has pretty good timing. Now, that's what it was. I don't know if he still has it or not. I don't know. But now let's look at Kell Brook. I think he got about 3 losses, right? Terence Crawford, common opponent. Earl Spence Jr., Triple G. Look, man, that is not a bad list to lose from. If you're going to lose, if you can say, I lost to Terence Crawford, arguably number 1, Triple G at the time, arguably number 1, number 2, Terence Crawford, arguably number 1, Earl Spence, arguably number 1, possible. Now, he was an up and coming welterweight. He was one that many people didn't want that smoke with, like, Keith Thurman didn't really seem interested. Kell Brook had pushed the fight up a couple of times. He was just that guy that people knew that, according to Floyd Mayweather, this guy can fight. So Kell Brook got beat by people. When I look at Earl, Triple G, Terence Crawford, to me, that was pretty aggressive fighters. Like, Terence Crawford did box Kell Brook, but he was looking at like he Kell with some thunder. Triple G, again, thunder. Earl Spence, again, pressure, thunder, and bust pipe. I don't know if AMIR Khan has that type of pressure or power that can take Kell out of his element. Like, like I said, for me, it's pretty close to a 50-50 fight. But when I just look at it, and listen, anything can happen. Kell Brook, I can have another malfunction like Terence Crawford fight. AMIR Khan could get chin checked again like he did against Canelo. Anything can happen. But when I just look at what made the other lose on a regular, AMIR Khan, timing. He fought in rhythms. He got time. Danny Swift Garcia doesn't really have the swift speed, but he had pretty goddamn swift talent. Timing, right? He had pretty goddamn good timing. Terence Crawford got pretty good timing, right? Canelo, listen, Canelo timed that boy with that fake jab to the body. Timed him. That night. That could have been a NyQuil, Z-Quil commercial right there. Knock you out like Canelo. And I think Kell Brook has pretty good timing, and I think Kell Brook possesses the power to do it. Maybe not as early as some of them other guys, but I think he possesses the power. And I think that Kell might stand a little bit better chance of taking the heart of AMIR Khan, but that's not saying AMIR Khan can't take the heart of Kell. I guess, is there a fight that Kell really just gave up? I know his eye with Terence Crawford got him in trouble, got stopped. With the Triple G fight, I got in trouble again. Earl Spence Jr. That pressure, ended up busting pipe. Um, if I had to do a heart check, you know what I'm saying? First of all, both guys can fight, and both guys got heart to be in this sport of boxing competing. But if I had to say, who got the more mental, I really think if Kell Brook can stand in there and weather that storm and that speed, I think if somebody can stand the chance of mentally breaking the other, it's possibly Kell Brook can do it to Amir Khan. But Amir Khan got something different now, right? Amir Khan goes over to USA, fights Terrence Crawford. Say, goddamn boy, who taught you all them tricks? Terrence Crawford probably saying, listen, man, you got to talk to Bomac. Um, Amir Khan has had some of the best trainers. I mean, 3 world name recognition trainers, hands down. Virgil Hunter, for a while, he was in the same camp as Andre Ward. Um, Freddie Roach, who was in the same camp as Manny Pacquiao. Look at this company. Bomac, same company as Terrence Crawford. Amir Khan has, I mean, listen, what he learned, man, he probably couldn't. He should be like Bruce Lee, mix all those styles and arts together and just come up with something completely different. Um, I got a bet that Kell Brook will win, but to be honest, man, I don't think I care who win. I wouldn't mind if Amir Khan win. I wouldn't mind if Kell Brook win. But I just wanted to be a really good fight. I want it to be worth the wait. Um, it's not for nothing that's really huge. No belt. This is a pride fight. They call Devin Haney a pride champion, but in reality, this fight should be called for pride. You know what I mean? Because this is for pride. Um, I almost believe that Kell Brook was jealous of Amir Khan because it wasn't him. Amir Khan is probably the one that want to fight the most. No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Kell Brook is the one that probably want to fight the most. I believe he is jealous of how Amir Khan's career took off, and he have not had the quite same success. That's why he wanted more. Amir Khan didn't really want it. Yes, he talked back, talked some smack back to him, and I'll whoop you, I'll do this. He talked because Amir Khan really didn't want the fight. Kell Brook's the one who wanted it, and because Kell Brook wanted it, and they both are from the UK, and they both can fight, it became a very interesting matchup. And then after years of not having it happen, it started looking like Amir Khan was ducking because Amir Khan didn't want to fight him. He didn't. You can call that ducking. I can call it ducking. You know what I'm saying? Or just avoiding. He did not want to fight Kell Brook. He wanted to come. He was over in USA trying to make his name with some USA fighters. He fought my boy Devin Alexander, fought Marcus Maidana, Canelo. I mean, listen, he fought some names. And Kell Brook probably won that fight because he probably wanted his shine. Well, neither fighter is shining like they was in their prime. But this could still be an interesting matchup. I'm looking forward to finding out what happened. I will be live, hopefully feeling better. I'm a little bit under the weather, sniffling, if you can hear me. My kiddo got me sick, and I am fighting it. But till next time, do me a favor, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend that, hey, we're on the road for 10,000. Trying to get them subscribers up. Smash the like, the notification bell, and we're out.